Hey guys, Mr. Gibson here. So this assignment that you are completing today is explain 1.1. So I'm going to explain that a little bit to you, no pun intended. So up till now, you should have done all these engage activities. You should have done the gizmo, the explore activity. You should have done this second investigative phenomenon where you went back and answered that question again in the during instruction box in your notebook. And so this is where we are today. Explain 1.1 interactive notes. So what you guys are going to do with this is you're going to, it says watch the attached video, which is the video we're watching right now. I have Google Slides right here with tons of information about the structure of the atom. Okay, lots of info here. Now, I could just say, all right, read this PowerPoint and you got a quiz coming up on Friday, which do have a quiz on Friday, but passive reading is one of the single worst ways to internalize something and learn something, so I am not going to do that. Rather, I'm going to give you a tool to help you pull just the information you need out of here, out of these slides, okay? So you'll absolutely want to open this and keep it open. And this is obviously a study tool if you want to use it. But to help you pull the information out of it, I have right here these interactive notes, okay? Now you're going to open this with Kami. Hopefully no one has any issues doing that. But if you do, let me know and I can help you out. Got your learning targets up here. And what this is it has a whole bunch of information on it too, but it's got a lot of blanks. A lot of information is missing. And so what your guys' job today is to go through using the information in these slides and fill in the blanks using the text box feature with Kami. So you can type there, you can move the text box so it lines up better, and you can type the answer. So for example, as you might remember, early in sciences, atoms are made up of protons, neutrons, and electrons. And so protons, neutrons, and electrons in any order would go in those blanks there, okay? Protons are in the nucleus, while electrons are in a cloud around the nucleus. So you would fill in those blanks as you go. In the act of finding the information and then typing the information yourself is really going to deposit that information from your short-term memory to your long-term memory, okay? You're going to do that as you go, okay? There are 2.5 pages of you doing that, and then there's some practice questions here where you just tell me how many protons, neutrons, and electrons these guys have. Not super hard. So for example, this is strontium. This is its atomic number down here. Oops, I added a text box. So it's got 38 protons. It always, if it's neutral, which it is, unless there's like a charge written up here, it always has the same protons as electrons. So it also has 38 electrons. And then this is the mass number, which is the protons plus the neutrons. So if this is the protons and neutrons added together, this is the protons. To find the neutrons, logically, you just take the protons away from the total. So it would have 50 neutrons. Hope that makes sense. And you do that for gold and the rest of these. Okay, now at the end, there are these summary questions. I'm going to talk about those here in a minute. I do expect that you do those. So you're going to fill in the blanks with the information, and then based on that new information you just gained, you're going to go through here and answer these. Now you may be asking yourself, what in the world are the questions here, and what is this summary bit down here? That is purely for you, okay? Those are study tools. So Dr. Holly, actually the other chemistry teacher, included these so that when you're studying, you're not just reading your interactive notes, because again, passive reading is not a great way to learn. Instead, you could go through and ask yourself these questions. So if you're studying for the quiz on Friday, you're going through, instead of just reading this paragraph, you're going through and you're asking yourself these questions, and then you're trying to find the info in here. And then at the end of a page, you could summarize all the information that's on that page, because if you can summarize something and explain it in a more simple way, then that truly shows that you understand what you're talking about. So these are just study tools. So what you guys are going to do, again, is you're going to fill in the blanks and you're going to answer the summary questions. Then, in order to get credit for this assignment, you're going to do this. You're going to put this in your interactive notebook. You are not going to turn this into me. You are going to put it in your interactive notebook so that you have it. So here's how you do that. First, you open your interactive notebook. So I'm just going to open up the template. You guys should have your interactive notebook that has all your stuff in it, your investigative phenomenon, all your bell ringers, your I can statements, all that stuff. And you're going to put this in here. Now, how are you going to do that? It's in Kami. How are you going to put it in your notebook? Super easy way. You see this up here? This is the share document button. So you're going to click that. And it does this for you. It's super cool. Okay, it generates a link to your Kami. You're going to hit copy. It's already copied. Boom. You could also right click it, but clicking once is easier. You're going to go here. You're going to open a new slide. Now, really fast, where were we? Okay, so it says once you're done, you're going to click share document. We just did that. You're not going to share it with me. Instead, you're going to click copy. We did that too. And then after you've done that, go to your interactive notebook, create a new slide under Unit 1 titled Unit 1.1 Notes, and paste the Kami link into the slide. So we've got a new slide. You're going to type Unit 1.1 Notes. Okay, you can fancy that up as much as you want to. You can leave it pretty simple like that. Then you're just going to, check this out, paste. That's it. There are all your notes right there in your notebook. So now, if you're like, oh, I need to access my interactive notes so I can study for my quiz really fast, you go to your interactive notebook, you click this link, you paste it into your browser, and check it out. There's going to be your notes. Now, I didn't fill any out, so mine's still blank. But yours is going to, hopefully, if you did it, have all this filled out and there for you to study, okay? That's all you have to do for today. Now, check it out. This is going to be a huge part of your notebook grade because this is a lot of work. And if you're doing a lot of work, I want to give you a lot of credit for doing a lot of work. So it's going to be a big part of your notebook grade. The next assignment that you're going to do tomorrow is simply going to be, you're going to watch a video of me going over the answers to the summary page to make sure you got it right. I don't want to leave you hanging, confused whether or not you got something right or not. So I'm going to go over the summary page. I'm not going to go over the notes, but I am going to go over the summary page. And then we'll talk about that assignment in the next assignment. So yeah, you are going to get the answers to those, but just tomorrow. Okay? So hopefully all that made sense. If anything at all is confusing, please let me know. None of this will make any sense if your notebook is not set up. So at this point, please, 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 if your notebook is not set up your notebook, because this class is going to get immensely harder if you do not have that notebook set up. Okay? Thank you guys. If you have any questions, let me know. I will see you in the next video.